Hello everyone, hope you guys are having a wonderful day, making some really good trades, and this is episode 4, Economic Outlook with our head trader, Alex. How are you doing, Alex?
Not too bad. How are you doing?
Oh, fantastic. Always good, always a good day when inflation is up, right? Did you take a look at the
Don't
CPI numbers?
Why you gotta hit me with it like that? Why you gotta put it that way? That hurt. That hurt my heart.
That's okay.
God damn.
You'll walk it off. Right?
There's no walking in this off, alright?
You'll be okay. With 7% inflation, you'll be more than okay. Just buy some gold stocks, dollar cost average in, and you'll be just fine. It's not financial advice, by the way.
Easy old man fucking banker.
Okay.
Fucking gold stocks.
Okay. So this week we got the CPI numbers coming out on Monday. And basically it gives us the entire year. So the December numbers came out on January 12th, January 12th. And it was overall, after one entire year, it averages out at 7% inflation. Obviously that's the reported inflation that they give us, but that's not what we feel in the supermarkets.
Yeah,
it's always funny because they always exclude food and energy. Because those are the things that inflate the most in price. Right?
Didn't they just make a bunch of changes too for this one?
Yeah, so they did change how the CPI is calculated. They're not taking the data from 2021. They're only taking from 2019 and 2020 because 2021 has too much inflation. So they're like, no, we don't count that. We're gonna write that one off as a nada. It's an incorrect data. When inflation is high, nope, that can't be right.
We did come in under forecast though. I think forecasted was 7.1 inflation.
Yeah, 7.1. So we came in at 7%, but still pretty
damn
close.
Not too.
Not too bad for rig CPI, right?
Yeah, not too bad for rig CPI. Still a gain. Because when you know we're in trouble.
I don't know what consumer goods have only inflated 7% this year, but I can guarantee you when I go to the supermarket, it's not 7%. It's more like 30 to 50% inflation in prices. Because you've seen like chicken from a pack of chicken wings was like $10 at the beginning of 2020, and now it's almost like $19.98 without tax.
You gotta go to Costco, man. Come on.
Yeah, but then you could see that Joe Biden and a lot of the Fed officials, I think it was Kathleen Moore or something like that, they were all talking about how big businesses were price gouging consumers, and that's why the prices are so high. It's because of greedy corporations inflating their prices and manipulating the market. But really, it's the government's fault, and so the regulations that they impose and the monetary policies that they're using at the moment with all the money printing.
Yeah, well, I mean, big businesses are going to feel it, right? Retail sales were down month over month for December. I think 1.9 or 2.
Yeah. The sales were down, but the thing is like the government doesn't see it that way. What they see is that people are spending the same amount in the stores, so everything's all right. But in reality, what's happening is that they're buying less stuff with with the same amount of money. But they think everything's okay. But in reality, less people are buying things because things are getting so expensive. So they're not doing too good. Looking at the data that way, it's gonna hurt a lot of people in the end.
It's already hurting a lot of people.
It's already hurt. The middle class is already feeling the effects of inflation. It's just gonna keep getting worse over the course of the year. The fact that people keep telling me that it's still transitory, it blows my mind. It's not. it's not still transitory. You've got to be close. You got to be pretty insane to be thinking that at the moment. What are your thoughts, Alex? What do you think is going to happen in the markets in the short term right now? We could see that the Dow Jones took a bit of a dip this week before the trading week ended, and then we had a quick recovery back to 35,980.
Yeah, Thursday they had a super negative day,
Yeah,
and then
Thursday was
just trying to hold on at the end there.
Yeah. Just buy
but still
back.
gap down and stayed down there. Didn't recover up. I think we're gonna bounce. I think
You
we
think
still
we're gonna
got a little.
bounce new
Yeah, I
all-time
still
high?
think we gotta. No, not to an alt. Wow,
You never
that's
know.
hard to say, right? That's
could-
hard to say. A lot of people think that like this is a confirmed higher low.
Yeah. Well, we did
Or, sorry, fucking lower high.
that weekly candle is just. Are you seeing the chart that I'm looking at right now?
Yeah. I'm
That
looking-
that weekly candle is just oof. I don't know how I feel about that one on this
Yeah.
spy. So,
But
we'll see.
I think we're either gonna consolidate the top a little bit, just kind of side range, or
Yeah.
we're gonna push up, and then coming into March-ish time, I see a lot of selling pressure.
In March.
Yeah, end of February, March, like I've been saying.
Well, that's when the taper should be completed and the rate hikes should be starting. Is March. So.
Well, there you
You
go.
gonna
That,
see we're
that
gonna-
adds
you think
that
we're gonna see
adds
a
even
market-
more pressure downward.
You think we're gonna see a market correction by March?
I don't think it's gonna be as violent.
As people
I think there's a lot of bulls, and I think the just like positive pressure
Mm-hmm.
is pretty high.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know why, but people still believe the Fed, and I think it's gonna be a longer descent, unless we have like a fucking huge event.
I mean,
Something
I
happened.
think the Fed's lost all credibility, but that's my opinion. And
Well, if they did, then why aren't we seeing it, right?
I mean, that's my
I
opinion.
mean, they're
That's not the
already
market's
sweating.
opinion.
They're already sweating right now, man.
Yeah.
You see them going back on everything they've said in the last year.
I know. It's completely backwards. They'll say one thing and then they'll go back on it and then they'll say we weren't wrong. All right. You know how they were saying inflation was transitory for the better, basically the entire year of 2020 and or 2021, and now at the end they say it wasn't transitory. And well, that's not how like businesses were like operate. They believe them at first. They're like, okay, they say it's transitory, so we're not going to raise our prices temporarily to lose our customer base, right? Because if we raise our prices preemptively and inflation is transitory, then we're going to lose customers because no one else is going to raise their prices. So a lot of businesses held back on raising their prices, but now that they realize it wasn't transitory, and their cost of producing goods went up because inflation wasn't transitory during the whole time, then they were just eating that loss in the margin, right? So now they're going to be like, screw this, inflation is not transitory this year. We're going to have to raise our prices because these guys are just saying anything. They're saying it's transitory, so we don't raise our prices. Now they say, oh wait, we were wrong. It's not transitory. It's definitely not transitory. It's a problem. But it's only gonna stay high during the first quarter of 2022, and then it'll come down. Why would we believe you? You were wrong the entire year of 2021. Why should we believe you now? This is completely wrong what they're doing. So, I could see businesses starting to raise their prices to compensate for the loss in their earnings. So. They're going to lose a lot of customer base just because of that.
Yeah, and it's gonna hurt.
It is going to hurt. Not only big businesses, it's going to hurt the consumers too.
That's what I mean. It's gonna hurt us. It's gonna
Yeah.
hurt consumers. Higher prices.
Yeah, I forget which company it was. Campbell's Soup or something. They refused to raise their prices during 2021 because they thought inflation was transitory and they believed the Fed. And then they had huge losses on their earnings reports, and I think their stock went down like 30% because of that over the year of 2021. And now they reached the finish line, and then the Fed's like, nope, just kidding. you got to keep running. Inflation's not stopping. It's just hysterical.
We saw a lot of fucking cash move out of fucking retail and over into fucking dividend paying shit.
Yeah. And right now, I think there's a big shift from momentum stocks and growth stocks into value. You can see
100%.
that in small businesses like oil companies, mining companies are starting to stop. The bleeding is stopping. It's starting to level out, and we're starting to reverse back up towards the upside. And it's finally nice to see that. Suncor's up nice $35 45 cents at the moment. My entry was around $30 right here. Point of breakout up about 18%. So that's pretty good. But
oh, you got into Suncor, eh?
yeah, I got into Suncor at $30.
What day did you? When did you buy in?
I bought in on December 20th.
December 20th.
Yeah, or on December 23rd, something like that. $30. So a nice little bit of a trade there. Gonna share that with the people in the Discord. Gonna start posting my stock trades and maybe create a new channel with a portfolio analysis so people.
Did you
can
buy
see.
stock or did you buy options?
Stock. Options is call options is more for my gold stocks. That I can see because they're so undervalued right now. I could definitely see this thing blowing up towards the upside.
I think gold had a good week, didn't they? They ended positive, like
gold
20
had
bucks,
an okay week,
bucks.
Except for the fact that it sold off near the end of the week. We went as high as 1828, and then we ended the week at 1818. So, or 18 spot 48 right there. So not too bad of a week. Just looks like we're coming to the climax of this pattern right here. If we do break up towards the upside, then 1989 is the target. But if we break towards the downside, we might be heading down to 1679, which was our previous low right here, where we entered that double bottom right here on gold. Remember that we entered that with KL right here at KL. Had a double bottom right there, big bullish divergence. We entered in at $40 and then rode it up. Made some good gains there.
Nice.
Yeah, you were in on that too. Did you forget? This guy forgot our own trades that we're doing.
Listen, man, I throw them in and I forget. I just let it fucking trade the plan.
You let it ride.
Yeah, I don't really manage it after. If it hits the fucking stop loss or it hits the take profit, that's it.
Whichever one comes first.
I think about it too much. I'm not a good trader. I'm a good trader because I set it and forget it.
No, you're a good trader. Don't say that.
I can't do that. I can't micromanage, man. I can't come in and like adjust my stop loss or whatever because I feel like it's a jinx. You know, everybody has their own little superstitions. Mine is the set forget. Check the balance at the end of the month.
What do you think oil's going right now? Because we're coming back close to $85 a barrel right now. And
oil's going. I'm calling it right now.
$100.
$100 a barrel for sure.
First quarter of the year.
Sure.
First quarter of the year.
You know what? Fuck it. Yeah, I'll say that.
First quarter. So March, end of March, $100 a barrel.
March. Yep.
The train's not stopping. Oh, this thing is gonna rip open.
It's gonna tear through that fucking.
That 85. Look at that.
Ceiling.
From bounce from 66 all the way to $85. This is 26% move. Making a trade on oil there would have been crazy.
Yeah.
Would have been really good. We got pretty close to the bottom here when we got to $63. That was the Omicron scares and panic selling in advance.
Yeah.
People were starting
Bitcoin not looking good, bro.
Bitcoin's looking pretty tough right now.
Oh my god.
The larger time frames don't look that great.
Is my $20,000 fucking prediction gonna come true?
$20,000? I don't know. There's not a lot of people that are a big fan of that prediction.
Listen, I'm not a big fucking fan of it either.
We could see that right now. We did get a nice bounce from this big macro trend line right here.
Actually, any movement's good. Big movement's where it's at. That's where the money is, baby.
We'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's take a look right here, the 1 hour.
Oh my Jesus.
Yeah.
Good trend line there. Just fucking hitting it.
I don't know why it's not touching. It was touching before. There we go. Fix that a little bit. This was drawn at work. That's all you can see. There we go. Perfect. Perfect touch point.
Where do you think Bitcoin's gonna go? Any news on Bitcoin this week? I didn't pay attention to it much.
Not too much. Just I think it was people were making fun of Bitcoin in El Salvador because it's not working properly, and it's a lot of people started using the Bitcoin app like they had in El Salvador because the sign up bonuses. So a lot of scams were going on just to sign up using their app, get the $30 in free Bitcoin, sell it, and then just cash it out. So that's the problem too in El Salvador. It's not the best state to start a cryptocurrency for a country, you know. They already have a lot of problems there anyways. But yeah, not too much news on that. Just
anything else in the crypto world?
I mean, in my opinion, like you can see like on the daily time frame, Bitcoin has been trending sideways for about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days, just holding 43,000.
Well, it's at support set in like September and fucking a little bit in March of 2021 there.
Yeah, it's not moving too much right now, but some people are seeing this rocketing towards the upside. If that happens, there needs to be a catalyst. Something needs to happen. It's not just gonna move from there on. Because if traditional markets keep to bleed and they keep going down, then no. I think this is it's not looking good for Bitcoin.
Oh yeah, and we gotta fall. Like if we get under that 40,000 mark,
yeah,
we're gonna fall. Bitcoin, we're gonna fall all the way to maybe 36,000 before we get support.
Yeah,
it's a drop.
That's what some people are calling for too. But I'm keeping an eye on a Dow Jones. Dow Jones holding some major support at 34,000, and I had a short on 36,800. I ended up closing it in profit of about 35%, I believe. It was 82% profit, but I didn't take my profits there. So I'm going to be looking to re-enter a new Dow Jones short or long, depending on what the markets are doing, but more short than long right now.
That's a big risk short for me right now.
For the US, the Dow Jones or
the Dow Jones.
The Dow Jones. Are you still short the SPY?
No, I sold the SPY. I'm still did I even sell the diamonds position?
You could have shorted the top at 4,800 right there.
I could have. Yeah, fuck. Wasn't even paying attention.
big bearish divergence in the RSI was so weak there. It's not even moving.
No, I think I sold my short on the SPY. Yeah, I definitely sold my short on the SPY. I'm still negative on DIA.
On the long-term hold?
On the Dow, yeah.
I have some longs on the Russell 2000 that have yet to be filled. I put them in at the bottom of this box right here. They almost got filled.
Yeah, the Russell's just trending sideways. It's been in a fucking channel for a bit.
Yeah, we did have that attempt to break out, then we reversed all the way back down to the bottom. So that was fun.
Major support.
Yeah.
You got some longs sitting there, right?
I have some long orders sitting at 2109, so waiting for those to be filled. And this is on ONDA too, so it's with leverage. Big position sizes there.
Oh.
The goal is to 400% my account on ONDA by the end of the year.
Is that just off CFDs on ONDA?
Yeah, it's just contracts for differences. Yeah, just CFDs.
Like I was telling you about back in fucking.
Yeah, so Alex, if you guys don't know, Alex was when we used to go to the gym, he used to tell me about trading and CFDs, and I thought he was so full of shit.
Yeah, this was back in like 2017.
Yeah, like I didn't believe it. I was like, there's no way.
Come on, man, you get all this leverage. It's nice. You're like, no, that sounds too risky.
No, I didn't believe that you could get.
Where's the bank account? Oh no, you can't do that.
I couldn't believe that you could get hundreds of thousands of dollars in leverage with such a small amount too. You know, you'd have like you could have like $3,000, and they'll be like, yeah, no, we can give you $50,000 to lever up some options. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Where do I sign? You don't need to sign anywhere.
Be careful that it stops at liquidation and you don't run a fucking debt.
Oh yeah, if you trade smart and you trade safe, then you got no problem. Which I do on ODA. So I'm gonna be posting more traditional market trades in the Discord. If you guys want, you guys can check it out.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's a nice little upgrade to the chat there.
Yeah. Also, in Alex has a still big bounty, $1,000 bounty still on his head for anyone that.
That's it.
That
Come
can,
on, up the bounty,
that
man.
Can figure
up the
out,
bounty.
That can figure out who he is on the.
Make it 1 Bitcoin.
No.
Actually, scratch that. Make it 1 Ethereum. That's it.
No. We can't afford
1 Ethereum on my head, boy.
We're gonna do the $1,000 giveaway like we promised when we reach 10,000 subscribers.
Oh shit! What are we at now?
We're at 7,310.
Oh my god! Congratulations, man.
Thank you, Alex.
This channel has grown.
Yeah, you're growing with it too.
I'm growing with it.
Yeah.
Listen, guys, this guy hasn't even sent me any merch to rep or anything.
I have. It's on the way. So don't listen
here in
to him.
normal Walmart t-shirts. They don't have me wearing any swag.
Because he can't afford it.
This is some bullshit.
It's okay.
Don't even say I can't afford it, man. My rig's nicer than yours. Get out of here.
Okay. All right. He's aiming below the belt, so we'll just leave it alone. He's hitting below the belt. There's no referee in sight, so.
How many screens do you have, Mike?
That's what I thought. Too many to count. That's what it was.
Get out of here. I know you got one.
Yeah, it's a big one though, so it's kind of it's a big screen.
Oh, you kill me, man. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I want to open up a fucking ONDA account. How can I do that?
Well, you want to go to onda.com and open.
No. Like, is there any extra like? Do they sponsor you at all?
No, Oenda doesn't sponsor me, but it's one that.
Oh no, they don't have any kind of fucking specials with you.
No.
We got to get on that.
Yeah, anybody can register on Oenda. There's only a few countries you can't trade on, like with it. They're listed. It's like countries that are like in a war too. They have no offices there. They pretty much can trade with anyone. It's they're located in the UK, I think, in London.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not too bad. Not like your normal spots where we're banking with like Burma fucking.
No. The other crypto exchanges are all in the Cayman Islands and the U.S. British Virgin Islands or something like that. So.
Yeah, all the legit places. Yeah.
Yeah, all the tax-free havens, right? Because that's where you got.
Why aren't we there? Why are we still paying taxes?
I love to pay taxes. It's my favorite thing to do because the government spends my dollars properly. That's why I stay here.
Everybody that's listening to this, please put in the chat, what's the best place for us to move this year to get away from taxes? And not some overpriced place either. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go somewhere that like houses are like 4 or 5 million. just a quick $1 million house. That's it.
$1 million house. Well, with inflation picking up, you won't be able to afford $1 million house.
No, if the rigged amount is still higher than the last amount.
or dollars are gonna be worth so much less that you won't be able to fucking buy yourself a pair of shoes, let alone a house.
That's okay. All I wear is Crocs anyway.
All right.
Crocs are weird. Yeah.
Well, this was a good episode, Alex. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, buddy. I didn't really say much. This was all you.
That's okay.
Not much happened this week as far as my accounts.
Yeah. Well, it's just the CPI numbers that came out.
It's too choppy, man. I don't like trading in a freaking.
No.
I don't like trading at the top.
I'd
much rather trade from the bottom than at the top.
It's like cliff diving almost.
Yeah, that's what I mean. But you don't have that little rope to save you. You know.
Shit, this thing looks steep, huh? Look at that.
Jesus Christ.
When you look at the market, doesn't that look steep?
Yeah.
It looks steep as hell, bro. Like, how high can we go before we fall off?
Oh God.
And I think when the rate hikes come, this is gonna be so bad for the market that it's gonna be a huge rejection.
I think it's gonna look. Yeah, I think it's gonna look more like that.
Like this?
Like 2008, like slow ladder descent, rather than
this was a 58% market correction, a 58% market correction from here. Where does that bring us? Wow, that's low.
Yeah.
I think that's what the market needs, though. It needs.
But I don't think it's gonna be quick like it was in COVID, where it was just like a week of just spiking downward. It's
Yeah.
gonna be a ladder. We're gonna be
Yeah,
stepping down
We're gonna
or
step,
stairs.
we're gonna be stepping down. But when we do that, I'm gonna be holding my short from the top, and I'm never gonna let it go until we bottom.
Well, that's why I got that Dow Jones short.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sitting on that guy. I made the mistake of, or maybe it's not a mistake, but I put extra money into my long on Baba.
Oh.
See where that goes.
Okay, so we'll see how that pays off. We did see the first time. This is actually the first time too. I want to say before we end this that the dollar actually went down due to higher inflation numbers coming out. This is the first time it's gone down due to a high inflation report. Usually, the dollar would go up and gain strength as inflation was picking up. It's like, oh yeah, inflation's higher. We gotta buy dollars.
This is one of those fucking foreshadowing moments in the movie there.
And now we went down, and we did get a nice bounce at the 94.7 level. And we
Wow, anytime you get a move like that.
Yeah. We'll see what happens.
What do we got? What do we got looking forward at next week?
Next week?
What's going on? Yeah, let me see.
I believe. Let's take a look here. Next week. This week.
Housing consensus.
Building
Tuesday.
permit numbers on January 19th.
Yeah. Jobless claims, existing home sales, and petroleum status on Thursday. It looks like wow, and we have like massive earnings right now, don't we?
Yeah, we got earnings coming in. What do you think is gonna happen to the bonds? Because we could take a look at the weekly time frame. We are getting a big macro breakout right now from the bond yields, right? We're
You gotta adjust that line a bit.
Which one? We got nice touch points right here.
Yeah, you're not wrong.
You're not wrong.
As I'm looking at it, I'm like, ooh, never mind. Don't adjust it.
Don't adjust.
That's right where I would put it too.
Yeah.
We do have good breakout, but
are we gonna come down, confirm the breakout? Or we're just gonna keep. Is this the end? You know, is this the part where the bond prices shoot up 10%? You know, is this the time? Is it finally here? You know, are we going to finally just go up like 600% in bond yields, and then the U.S. 10-year is gonna drop to like.
Doesn't it feel like there's like a convergence of events right now?
Yeah.
It's like everything's coming together, and then come February, March, I feel it. I don't know.
It's scary.
It's scary. Yeah.
Are you ready? I'm ready.
We're walking on a tightrope right now, and we're not tied in, so we'll see what happens.
Well,
got me panicking on my chair down here.
Honestly, if bond yields keep going up, bond prices are going to drop through the floor.
Yeah.
they're gonna go past 94. They're going to go so low. They're just gonna bond market's gonna collapse because of that. So you won't be able to escape from dollars. You know, people who still hold dollars and want to get into bonds won't be able are gonna say screw bonds. I'm not getting into bonds, and I'm not getting into equities either. And they're gonna start getting into gold, and they're gonna start getting into silver and safe haven assets.
And maybe Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Let's hope.
Anyways,
yeah.
That's my piece.
Great conversation. Thanks for having me again. Always a pleasure to come on the show.
Thanks for coming in. Alex.
Thanks everybody for listening to me. I don't know why, but I appreciate you.
Okay. All right. I'll catch you guys later. Thanks for watching.